So we have the cognitive stage, which is the first stage of learning, the brutal stage, and the my wrists are killing me stage. So you're about to see some clips of some serious struggle. I don't really know how many videos I've got of me doing this right here, just up and down, back and forth repeatedly that I've got on my phone. This stage just requires so much cognitive resources because the movement is just new, and we're building this motor plan, which is why it's so difficult. It's evident in these clips that we haven't quite figured it out yet, and we're just kind of testing the waters. I personally don't know why I thought a handstand was a good idea, and I found myself kind of frustrated throughout the stage, which I know is kind of common, and we all enjoy the challenge, but I taught myself to kind of learn from my mistakes and just continue to make minor adjustments and even laugh at myself a little bit, which is okay, and here goes Autumn Falling.
Eventually, we moved from the cognitive stage into the associative stage. I started to practice specific parts of the pose, which included working on the arm movements, trying to improve my flexibility, and working on strength by doing single leg squats and balance activities. We all broke up our poses in order to refine a specific part, and then we worked on putting it all together. We all had already learned and understood the movements necessary to complete the poses we had chosen, and now we had to concentrate on refining every aspect of the pose. The more time we spent in the stage, the less variability we displayed, and the more confident we looked when attempting our poses. This stage required a lot of practice, repetition, and attention in order to improve our developing motor plan for our specific poses.
Oh, baby!
Hat eyes represent.
No, that! Oh, no!
Fitz and Posner's autonomous stage is defined as the automaticity of a skill. This is where one requires low degree of attention for performance. Throughout this process of learning our poses, we have relatively stuck between the cognitive and associative stages. I myself struggled at the beginning to place my body in this uncomfortable position, hence me falling over at the beginning of this video. However, as I practiced more and more, I began to find the pose easier because my motor plan for learning this pose became more precise. In these sets of videos, you can see Parker, Katie, and me moving towards the autonomous stage. We are able to hold these poses longer and without as much concentration as before. I even found myself noticing how much easier it was to obtain the position and hold it for a significant amount of time. As a group, we made a lot of progress from the beginning of this video. I believe we collectively are working towards the autonomous stage, but not quite mastered these poses. Yoga is a complex activity and requires a lot of practice to master a particular pose. If we continue to practice these poses, I think we would eventually find ourselves being a yoga guru of our pose.